Hi, I'm Wendy from Shiny Happy World, and this is the new Elephant Hawk Moth pattern. Here's how to make it. All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to assemble the Elephant Hawk Moth. I've got all of the pieces cut out and prepared, and so what that means is I fused the paper-backed fusible adhesive. I use Heat and Bond Light in all of my quilts to the wrong side of the fabric. Then I cut out all the shapes on the solid lines. These dotted lines are placement guides. Since we're not using a light box here, I needed to transfer all those markings to the fabric side of each piece. So you can do that. You can hold it up to a window and you'll be able to see those lines through it very, very clearly. And I just used a piece of chalk to transfer those markings. Then I've got all of the pieces here ready to go. And let's get it started. So this is the main, here, let me show you a picture. So this is the placement guide for the moth. So you can use this as a reference. It shows you all of the pieces and how they go together, although the lines are going to give you a good guideline. But this just gives you kind of a clear overview of where you're going. So I'm just going to stick this out of the way. And we are going to start with the main body piece. So I'm going to go ahead and put that kind of in the middle-ish of my block. And then there is also another part to the body that sits on top of that. And as we want to see that line that we transferred there, we just want to cover that up with this piece. And as long as it's covered, we know we have good coverage and we'll be able to wash and dry this piece, this finished quilt, without the pieces coming loose. Now I'm going to tuck this down just a little bit lower on my block because I do want to add some fairly long antenna on the top there. Now we're going to tuck the wings behind. I'm going to peel off, so we've got the main wings are piece number 1 and 2. So this one is going to tuck. You can see we've got 2 curves here. This curve goes under this body and this curve goes under this part of the body. So we're going to tuck this under so that both of those curves are covered. There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side with the other wing. So again, we're going to tuck until those 2 lines are covered. And we want them to be just barely covered. There we go. Okay, now you could make this moth be very centered in the block. You could turn it at an angle. This feels like it's a little bit angled, and I think that was just the angle that I had the wing. So I'm going to make this one be fairly symmetrical, but I will show you some other examples where I've got it turned so it's kind of flying through the block. All right, now we're going to take some of these yellow patches on his wings, and we're just going to lay it down so it covers up the lines that show where it goes. So this is an elephant hawk moth, and I'm showing it here in fairly accurate colors, but I'm also going to show you an example where I turned it into a butterfly and did total fantasy colors, and you can also turn it into other fantasy moths just by changing the colors into whatever you want it to look like. And I'm also, all of these moths that I'm doing, so this is just the first of many moth patterns. I'm going to do 10 altogether. And then I'm also going, you can buy them individually in case you just like really love elephant hawk moths or Luna moths, which is another one that I'm doing soon. You can buy those individually, or you can wait for the Moth Mix and Match bundle, because I'm designing all of these pieces so that they are mix and matchable. So you can use, for example, some of these stripes. This stripe will fit on the Luna Moth's upper wings, and you can change the bodies, and you can flip the wings upside down and do all kinds of really fun things to create your own moths and butterflies. All right, so that looks pretty good. That seems nice and symmetrical. And now I'm going to take this over to my ironing board, fuse it all down. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine and do all of the outline stitching, including adding a couple of antennae up there. And then I'll bring it back here and show you the finished moth, a butterfly version I made with the same exact template pieces, and I'll also show you an example I made that uses some pieces of the Elephant Hawk Moth and some pieces from the Luna Moth. All right, here is my finished Elephant Hawk Moth made in fairly realistic colors, and I've got it on the muted kind of nighttime background that I'm using for all of my moth patterns. But I wanted to show you a couple of other versions that I made as well. So in this one, I set it at an angle so it's more fluttering through the scene. I'm doing two different settings with my quilt blocks. But this one I made in more butterfly kind of patterns. It's still not technically like if you're getting really nitpicky, a butterfly tends to have a more slender body than a moth, and it has clubs at the ends of its antenna. But so this is just very loosely making it into a butterfly instead of a moth. Mostly it just means that I made it in brighter colors. And I also put it on kind of a daytime sunshiny blue background. But I wanted to show you one more thing that I did with the pattern. So this is a combination of pieces from the Elephant Hawk Moth pattern. So you can see this is the head of the Elephant Hawk Moth, and I made it the entire body here. The stripe, one of these stripes here, I added here, and the other pieces are from the Luna Moth pattern. So what I've done with this pattern is the original pattern, the Elephant Hawk Moth, is a fairly realistic looking Elephant Hawk Moth. And you can make it in realistic colors. And then you can make the butterfly version of the colors. And then you can mix and match the pieces with other moth patterns. And I'm going to do a set of 10 different moth patterns, each that's a specific species of moth. And I'm also going to be doing 10 different butterfly patterns. And you'll be able to mix and match all of the parts from those moths and butterflies and combine them with each other. So all the wings and the bodies and the spots and the stripes will be able to be recombined into all different kinds of franken-moths and franken-butterflies. And this is just one example made with the first two moth patterns that I'm releasing. So this is the new, go back to this, Elephant Hawk Moth pattern from Shiny Happy World. I'm Wendy, and I will see you next time.